Okay, I'm making this video for some people in my family and any Christian who sees this so they can understand what their reality is based on. The heliocentric model of Sol Helios Ra, which is the belief that we live on a giant spinning spherical waterworld ball within an infinite vacuum universe, was put on the table to deceive us and contradict the Bible's explicit description of the earth in Genesis chapter 1 and throughout the Bible. Now, their model in numerous ways is based on 666, and I'm going to show you. All right? Now, we'll start off, and let me say that this is not a coincidence. Not when 666 is used 4 times in the ways they show the Earth's tilt, the Earth's speed around the sun, the North and South Pole, and the Earth's first mile of curvature is all based on the number 666, which is a satanic number. Now here, you can go on Google, and the first 8 inches per mile squared times the observer's height is 0.666687, but we're dealing with the first 3 numbers here after the 0, 666. Now, let's continue. This is the Earth's alleged curvature of 1 mile, or the first mile. Okay, here we have on Google, at the top, I'm going to move my phone, we have the polar circles of the ball Earth are located near the poles of the Earth at 66.6 degrees north and south latitude. So for the North Pole, it would be 66.6 degrees north. And for the South Pole, it would be 66.6 degrees south latitude. Okay, this is not a coincidence, okay? The polar circles are located near the poles of the Earth at 66.6 degrees north and south latitude. So again, for the North Pole, it would be 66.6 degrees north on their giant ball and 66.6 degrees south latitude for the South Pole. Not a coincidence. Now here we have, all right, camera, focus. All right, you can type in Earth's orbit at 66,600 miles per hour around the sun. As passengers on Earth, their big spinning ball, we are all carried around the sun at a mean velocity of 66,600 miles an hour. Okay? This is not a coincidence. All right? You can type this all in at Google and see that they are saying that the Earth is whizzing around the sun at 66,600 miles an hour. Come on, camera. Okay? As passengers on Earth, we are all carried around the sun at a mean velocity of 66,600 miles an hour. This is not a coincidence. This is what they base on purpose their heliocentric model on the number 666. Okay, this model is a direct contradiction based on philosophical grounds turned into multiple and undemonstratable theory. Okay, that's why we are taught this, because it contradicts the Bible's description of the earth in Genesis and throughout the Bible. All right? 66,600 miles an hour. Now we have the Earth's alleged axial tilt. Okay? They teach us that the Earth is tilted at 23.4 degrees off of 90 degrees. And the thing here is, if you subtract 23.4 from 90 degrees, the result is 66.6 degrees. Anyone can get a piece of paper and do that subtraction whenever you want. 90 degrees, you subtract 23.4 degrees, and the result, or remaining number in degrees, is 66.6 degrees. Okay, or if you add 66.6 times 23 or plus 23.4, the result will be 90, which is 90 degrees, which is what they base the Earth's tilt. They have the Earth, the North Pole, right here pointed up towards the North Star, which they call Polaris. All right, this is 90 degrees straight up, right here. And off that 90 degrees right angle, tilted away from the 90, it is 23.4 degrees. If you subtract 23.4 from 90, the result is 66.6 degrees remaining. Now again, this is not a coincidence. Okay, everything they do with the Earth, they made it mathematically to coincide with the number 666. Okay, and if you're a Christian, you should realize what's going on here. Again, I worship the Son of God, the Most High, Yeshua Jesus Christ HaMashiach. They worship the sun in the sky, Sol, Helios, Ra. Okay, and everything they do is based upon this idolatry. The whole model is idolatry. Like Psalms 19:1 says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth his handiwork. So what do they do to contradict it? This is with Exodus 23:13, where God says not to have the names of false pagan gods in your mouth. So what do they do with that, and that the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork? They name all the wandering stars, the lights in the skies, after false pagan gods. We are not to have their names in our mouth. 23:13 in Exodus. So they name one light after Mars, the god Mars, another light after the god Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, Neptune. These are all false pagan god names. Okay? And they even go further. Each day of our week has us in direct violation of God's word, Exodus 23:13, not to have the names of false gods in your mouth. Monday is named after Moon Day. Tuesday is Tease Day. Wednesday is Woden, the false god Woden. Thursday is named after the false god Thor. Friday is named after the false god Frigg. Saturday is named after the false gods of Saturn. And Sunday, which is their most important day, that's why they changed the Sabbath from the true day of Saturday to Sunday, which is their false pagan god Sol, Helios, Ra, or Sunday. So if you're a Christian, you can see what's going on here. I mean, there are dozens of fallacies in the heliocentric model. Gravity is a theory. It cannot be directly detected. If there really was a force or occurrence holding all matter to the outside surface of a ball spinning faster than a bullet, we would be able to directly detect it, just same as electricity and magnetism. We can directly detect electricity through current. You can see it in the sky at night during a thunderstorm, or during the day via thunderbolt or lightning. And magnetism has magnetic field. Okay, gravity, which is said to be doing trillions of things, trillions of times more active every second, holding down all these articles of matter, every blade of grass, every grain of sand, every particle of dirt, people, places, homes, and it's never been directly detected itself. And I can show you that they even say they do not know what gravity is. They only know what it does, and they shove its alleged effects and results down our throat. And there is no man, device, or instrument that has ever directly detected gravity itself per any current, any field, any wave, any beam, or any ray whatsoever on the Earth. Okay, gravity, in my opinion, is their God. Newton, its prophet, and NASA are its disciples. These people are scumbags. Okay, you got to dig for it, but you got to type in the right thing. Now it says, let me put it to the way. Never mind. All right. However, if we are to be honest, we do not know what gravity is in any fundamental way. We only know how it behaves. These are the alleged effects and results that they shove down our throats. Gravity is a force of attraction that exists between any two masses, any two bodies, any two particles. Gravity is not just the attraction between objects around the Earth. Okay, now they have to say this here. They have to say, if we are to be honest, we do not know what gravity is. This is because gravity is a theory. Although they try to teach it as a fact, it is a theory. There is no man, device, or instrument on the Earth that has ever directly detected this gravity itself on the Earth, per current, field, wave, beam, or ray. Ever. All right. Now, when the flat Earth topic came out, I'd say in 2015, by 2017 or so, they had to do damage control in this place called LIGO, which I say lie, comma, go, had to say they detected gravitational waves from an incident they say occurred 1 billion years ago with two black holes colliding. And this caused gravitational waves in what they call the fabric of space-time. Okay? And I sent them an email and said, if you can detect this from an incident 1 billion years ago, why can't you detect any fresh gravity on the Earth at work right now at the present? And I've never received a return answer of any sort. Now you need to focus on this. We are taught that this force or occurrence is physically holding all matter down to the outside surface of a giant spinning ball. And here's their answer. However, if we are to be honest, and I would emphasize that word if, we do not know what gravity is in any fundamental way. That's because they cannot isolate or identify this force itself through any known means of propagation. Okay? Things propagate through current, field, wave, beam, or ray. And gravity itself has never been directly detected. And I've argued with many people, and they do not care. They do not seem to care about this fact, that it has never been detected itself doing anything. It has never been directly detected engaging anything, engulfing anything. No interaction whatsoever has been directly detected of this force or occurrence called gravity. And in my opinion, that is highly, highly abnormal and weird. Okay, if I were to demonstrate electricity, I wouldn't just turn my computer on and say, well, there you go, because that's an alleged effect or result of electricity. No, I can show you direct detection of a current of electricity. You can see it, you can feel it, you can measure it. You can directly isolate electricity yourself. Okay? All right, you can look up during a thunderstorm and see it in its purest form in a lightning bolt. And electricity doesn't even do 1% of what they claim gravity does every second on the Earth, holding down every grain of sand, every particle of dirt, every person, place, or thing. Do you actually realize that they say we are living and walking around on the outside surface of a giant spinning ball that's spinning faster than a bullet at the equator over 1,000 miles an hour? And you can go to the